this video, I sit down and interview a successful mother of 5 named Cara from California. She's somebody that just recently sold both of her dance studios, had another baby, and all in the meantime while making this happen, picked up a new hobby of trading of all things. She got introduced to our prop farming program where we teach people how to become funded prop traders, trading strictly algorithmically with no manual trading, and she knocked the ball out of the park. In her first 6 weeks, she's been funded over $200,000 worth of trading capital, made $10,000 in withdrawals, and has 2 other accounts. Soon will have $400,000 in funded capital. Check out this entire interview. You don't want to miss this. Do you trade full time? Or are you doing something else for work? Or
no, about 6 months ago, I sold my ballroom dance schools, and that's what I did up to this point in my career. I had 2 locations, one in Napa and one in Santa Rosa, which is in Sonoma County.
Fantastic. Yeah. It's so funny that you say that because I was literally just looking at me and my girl going to like dance classes. So I was just in that process at looking at dance studios and all that sort of thing.
You should try it. There's tons in Texas. The one that I owned is a franchise called Arthur Murray's. So you can just look up Arthur Murray's and find them in Texas.
Okay. So your background is in dancing. You had this dance studio. It sounds like it was successful, and you said you sold it. Is that right?
I had 2 locations. They were successful. I had the Napa one for 5 years, Santa Rosa for 10, and I sold them both 6 months ago. Took an exit.
Fantastic. Congratulations, by the way. I know that's not an easy feat.
Challenging.
Yeah, that's great though. Good for you. And so this was 6 months ago. And then since then, did you just now start looking into trading, or when did you start trading?
So it's kind of like a New Year's resolution thing. I had a baby the week after I finalized the sale of the businesses, so I was like a little down bad. No, just kidding.
Hectic.
But so that slowed me down a little bit, but I was like just researching online trading because I was like, this is something that I could do from home that would be like exciting. And I didn't really take any action until March because I was just like in the research phase of just like researching everything. Yep. And there's a lot of like spammy stuff. Like once you sign up for like you Google trading, you get like the most spammy things. So it took me a while to like find, something that it looked like I wanted to try.
Gotcha. So were you just looking kind of trading in general? Were you looking forex specifically?
Trading in general, I actually had no idea what forex is at all. So like I was looking at the things that like most people look at, like crypto and stocks. And I found like a few things, but like nothing that really like resonated. I tried a few things and they were like, complicated or difficult or like risky and things like that. So, and it's not that, I didn't figure out some of the other things. It's just like, it's so slow to like inch your way up, through that learning curve. And so like I am still learning about some of those things too. It's just the learning curve is like, it's a lot of information.
Yeah, totally. It's, when you learn a new subject, especially trading, it's a whole nother language, right? You got to learn the lingo and all that sort of stuff. So I totally get that. And I was there at one point too. So tell me, like, how did you come across our stuff? Did you see like a YouTube video? Was it an ad?
So I think I was searching so many things that I got targeted by one of your ads. I showed up for like the webinar thing, like a link, and then it was like a webinar, if I remember. So that's what I ended up clicking on.
Okay, very good. And you sat down, it was like one of those hour-long webinars and that sort of thing? Yeah.
It was like, we were like,
gotcha.
Why would you not want to earn $3,400 extra a month? It was just like of money that people could earn. So I was like, sure, I'll try this. And my first 2 payouts, like within the first 6 weeks, were about $10K. So I was like, earned 3 times the amount that I set out to earn. So that seems like a good thing,
Cara, how many people will get into trading and just like, they never figure it out. Like they never even turn a profit. Well, so for you to go from like research to that to, wow, that's amazing.
I think it's 99%. I mean, right? Like that's what everybody always said, like when you go into the different learning phases, they're like 90% of people quit and fail because it's so challenging and difficult. So
what was the motivation anyways to start, looking for something? I mean, you just had a successful exit of your business. You had a baby. Like, so what was the motivation to look to do something anyways?
Well, I always want to challenge myself. So even if, like I have achieved some financial success already, I always want to like go to the next level. And during the process of me having the ballroom dance studios for 5 to 10 years, I acquired 3 large commercial buildings for the ballroom dance studios to go into. I had this goal to pay them off in 3 to 5 years instead of letting the, the whole course 15, 20 years go through. So I was like, how do I make like enough money to pay these off in this faster trajectory that I want to? Do I have to do that? No, but it's like this goal that I have. That's why I got into trading.
Got it. So you're just super ambitious, overachiever sort of personality, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Graduate honors from my university, straight A student kind of deal.
You went to college in California?
Wisconsin, actually. I'm from Wisconsin.
Okay, very good. You come out and you sit on a webinar, and you're right. Like in trading, there's so much spammy stuff and like get rich quick stuff. So I guess like, were you skeptical, when you came across our webinar, or what sort of like reservations did you have?
I kind of was like watching. I attended so many webinars during that period of time. Like I went to like so many different like things online where I just like clicked through and like listened to different things. Or people would like call me and try to pitch me something. What I liked was the Trustpilot reviews. Those were really helpful. A lot of these places don't have Trustpilot reviews, or if they give you reviews, it's like their own reviews that they uploaded themselves on their YouTube channel. Like anyone can edit that. So I did like the Trustpilot reviews. I felt confident because of that. Gotcha.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. So walk me through like your journey so far since you've been part of the program. So you sign up in, was that March you said?
Mid-March.
Okay, you sign up mid-March, and then, was it just smooth sailing? Like you got your funded accounts right away, or what? Walk me through that journey, because I know it's not easy, a lot of the times.
Well, looking at the leaderboard strategies, they say like, it has a 90+% pass rate. So I was just like, skipping down the road, like did not have like any concept that like it could be difficult some weeks. So I just went through, and most of my first weeks were everything just passed right through. Later down the road, I did, hit EPs a couple times and things like that. But like overall, if you follow the rules, it's easy to get back on track. And, if you're just ready for the fact that 75% are good and 25% might go, kablooey, then that's fine.
And that's the whole thinking in probabilities, right? Just like understanding with this business, losses is part of the game, right?
Yeah. And I mean, those probabilities are way better than most trading possibilities. To find even like a 2-to-1 ratio of risk to reward in like a regular trade is kind of tricky to even locate. A setup that will even get you there when you're, buying a challenge and it's $50 to $500, and then you can potentially make $8,000. The risk to reward ratio right there is
right. Yeah, exactly. You got it. When you were first getting started, were you doing $100,000 challenges or 50 or 25 or what?
Just $100,000 challenges. The baby just woke up. I have to go grab her.
There she is. Yeah, there she is.
Athena.
Hi, Athena. What a cutie. Look at those eyes. Oh my God. She is very cute.
Yeah.
So
I have 5.
So you have 5 kids?
This is my 5th.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm amazed by you. You just you must have like a really busy life. And you've been very successful.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm pretty busy, but like I love to stay busy. Yeah. I just want to try new things and, learn stuff and do different things all the time. And so I like to stay busy, but the kids keep me from becoming a workaholic. Okay. Because I think if I didn't have the kids, I would just literally work all the time.
Gotcha. Yeah. You have that super achiever personality. So back to what we're talking about, you said you went straight for the $100,000 challenges, right?
So most of the challenges I did were the $100,000 challenges. I did do most of them on TFF. So I just signed up for one on MFF, but I haven't started it yet. So all the challenges that I did to get funded were on TFF. Yeah.
Gotcha. And did you get funded multiple times at this point, or twice? Okay. Fantastic. And you said
phase 2 challenges right now.
So soon you could have 4 funded accounts. Wow. That's amazing. You said that your withdrawals for the first 6 weeks was 10 grand. So good to hear.
So basically that was because you have to wait 2 weeks to reset the 100K again. So I'm waiting again on the accounts that are funded to go through try them again.
What was your process? Was it just, hey, you look at what's the top strategies on the leaderboard, let's run it up, just follow the plan, or are you doing anything special or what?
I just followed the instructions and any other recommendations that my coach gave me because, obviously you guys know what you're doing, and having a one-to-one coach work with me was like huge, made all the difference, because a lot of times like it's in coaching type of things, it's like a group call, or the one-to-one is like months later because they're like backed up or different things. So I was able to get connected with my coach right away, and he was super helpful. Also, the 24/7 chat support was like my best friend for the first couple of weeks. I think like I knew all those people's names like in the chat support, because I was always on the tech support, asking like the 100 questions, where when I went into the one-to-one coachings, it was less tech supporty and more like overarching thoughts.
Yeah, you got it then. That's exactly how you want to use those support resources. So that's good. And that's good feedback for us to hear too, that those resources are helpful. So you get funded, you've made the withdrawals. Now what's the game plan now? Like, what is your plan of action? Like, what is it that you're wanting to accomplish now?
So I want to scale to 1 million funded. So, just keep taking away at the challenges until I get to the point where I have that much funding, so that I can then sort of stagger the weeks that I release the challenges, right? So if I had like, funded accounts, then I could just, do them on different weeks, like 2 per week in 4 weeks, so that I'm not using the same strategy too many times in 1 week in case that strategy goes wrong, because then you'll have like higher risk. So that's currently my sort of like how I'm going to build plan.
Gotcha. Okay. Very cool. Couple last minute questions here, and then I'll let you go with Athena there. For this program, would you recommend it to people? And if so, who do you think are the right people for
That's
this?
a great question. I actually have recommended it to a few friends who haven't got started yet, but are planning on it, just because they're busy with other things. But I think honestly, anyone could do it. You do have to be like, if you're less tech savvy, you would need to be a little bit patient with the tech. But honestly, having that 24/7 tech support is, for anyone who even isn't tech savvy would be fine. But even if you're tech savvy, it's even more helpful. But yeah, I think anyone could do it, literally anyone. And I think it's, a great thing for, moms and dads too, because it's just a way that you can make money from home without having to, obviously trade dollars for hours or hours for dollars. Yeah, that's the way that saying goes. Because that was the number one reason I decided to take an exit from my brick and mortar business, because I wanted to be with my children present for the remainder.
I guess my last question for you is like, is there any feedback that you have for us, or like anything that we could do to make the product even better or your experience even better?
That's a great question, because I've had a really great experience, and I found it really fun so far to learn. Like, it's such a cool skill to learn. I think being exposed to the dailies sooner would be fun, just because like in the beginning, having to wait from Sunday to Sunday, because the dailies have been like a really good option. But I think that, probably most people get exposed to those eventually, who don't care about like voiding the warranty, because I voided the warranty right away. My coach was like, if you do that, it voids the warranty, and I was cool with it. But that was just taking multiple challenges at once, because you're only take the one at once.
Yeah, that makes sense. Look, I love talking to you, and you're right. Like I think this is such an interesting thing for moms to do. We have a lot of dads in our group, and trading for whatever reason is like primarily like our audience is like 95% males. I don't know why.
Dominated thing, trading in general. But yeah, I mean, I think this is super easy for moms to do.
Cara, thanks so much for taking a second. I know you got your baby there and you got 4 other ones running around, but I wanted to talk to you because I thought this would be great for other moms to hear that, hey, this could be another great way that moms could, make money from home. So
absolutely.
Thanks so much for taking a second. And if there's anything that we can do to help you, please let us know. And then also keep us updated on your success too. I'd love to hear about how it goes.
Yes. I will let you know as I continue toward my goals, and just wanted to say, thank you guys for putting this great program together, because I've really enjoyed being here so far.
Thank you so much, Cara.
Okay, thanks.